What's going on, y'all? We're here at the 3rd annual Jelani Jenkins football camp. The theme of it, Rise Up. You know, I picked this theme because, you know, to me, everyone has obstacles in their life that they have to go through. They have hurdles that they have to get over. And it's always a thing where you need to achieve those obstacles by rising up, achieve those obstacles by, you know, surrounding yourself with people that are really close to you. So when I come out here and I'm here with the kids and I bring, you know, Mike Wallace to the team, I bring Othello to the team, I bring Corey Boatman to the team, and I bring my team around me, these are people that help me rise up to the occasion. It's about tackling obstacles. It's about doing the things necessary to just overcome those hurdles and be able to just help these kids out as much as possible, come back home and just surround them with a lot of great people, a lot of great minds, so I can help raise their consciousness and give back as much as possible.
You know, I'm really happy to be involved in the Rise Up camp. You know, Jelani went here for 4 years, graduated with a 3.97 GPA, went down to Florida. This is his 4th year in the NFL. But you know what? He hasn't forgot where he came from. He's back here working with these kids, and he's not just, you know, owns a camp. He's here every day, every minute, working with the kids and intermingling with them. And it's just wonderful that you got a guy that's a big time guy that hadn't forgot where he came from. Because I remember when Jelani went to this camp, I was still running the same camp. And, you know, it's just wonderful to see. And these kids love it. They love it. You know, the whole Jelani family's involved in it. And they give them a T-shirt and they feed them. And the kids have a lot of fun. So I'm just happy to be a part of it. I really am.
It's important for me in my life, and especially my closest friends' life, is positive reinforcement and just always surrounding yourself with positivity.
For me, it's always been here. But you know, I was taught that. I was taught, you know, from my parents, you know, you always got to think first. You know, think before you react. And you know, they pretty much set that, you know, that ground base for me that I can always look back to whenever I'm having those hard times and whatnot. And for me to be able to take that next step and, you know, keep pushing forward and rising up. You know, that's what kind of always made that little part easier for me, because there are going to be times in life that you struggle. And for me, you know, I've had plenty of those, you know, from you know, when I was little to, you know, even today. You know, I still every day, you know, you may hit something, a little bump in the road here, but, you know, you got to rise up over that stuff and just keep going.
Well, for people who might ask, what does rise up mean? Everybody might have their own different type of topic or how they would want to break down the word rise up. But to me, rising up is when you get knocked down, how are you going to perform? How are you going to get back up? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? That's what I look at it as rising up. You know, stepping up to that next play, playing the next play, putting that play behind you. What are you willing to do to rise up?
So who here is a football player? Raise your hands. Who here is a student? So you guys identify with all these different tags and all these different labels, but don't allow them to define who you are. So you have to be more than whatever anybody tells you that you're going to be. Because once you label yourself, you limit yourself. Once you get to the league, you can't just be Jelani Jenkins, the football player. Because Jelani Jenkins also has a home life. Jelani Jenkins also has to make sure that his taxes are in order. Jelani Jenkins has to be a businessman. So you have to be more than just a label that society gives you, because if you're just a football player, they're going to treat you like just a football player. And if you're just one thing and you're not multidimensional, you're going to limit yourself and you're not going to be able to reach your full potential.
When you talk about rise up, that is the way you rise up, by being able to surround yourself with positivity, being able to tell yourself, you know, I can do this. You know, God is in me, through me, for me, and with me. With us, God, there's no imperfection. And being able to just tackle all obstacles with that mentality. Because with these kids, a lot of them are as talented as they can be. But if the mentality's not there, then, you know, the rest doesn't usually follow. If the spiritual level is not there, the rest usually doesn't follow. So being able to tap into that, positive affirmations, being able to have great self-talk, being able to just live the life that you want to live and not let fear overcome you, that's what this is all about. That's what rising up is all about. That's what the new brand is all about. Thinking like royalty and living like royalty. Rise up to the occasion. Whatever you want to do, manifest it. Don't let fear get in the way of it, and just have fun with life. And don't let anybody tell you can't do anything, because they can't stop you, only you can.
That's what I'm talking about, cuz. Hey. I see that. Hey. I see that, man. Jeez. Bars. Hey. Fire. That was perfect, yo.
Dope.
The microphone.
Dope.